guest. We have one of our favorite people, Megan Stage. We're going to be talking with her about The Miracle Worker coming up. This sounds like a great performance.
Yes, it's a great show. On April 3rd, we're going to bring Montana Repertory Theater back to the Performing Arts Series. They've been here a couple of times before and brought some other fantastic shows, so we know they're going to be great. We know that the performance is going to be the highest quality that we could bring to the high country, and they're bringing The Miracle Worker this year, and it is a fantastic, extremely emotional story. If you are familiar with the story of Helen Keller and her tutor, Annie Sullivan. And so it's their story. It's how, Helen Keller was deaf and blind, and she had to learn how to communicate, in a world that she couldn't see or hear anything. And Annie Sullivan came in as her tutor and taught her, that these things in her environment had words, they had sounds, and coached her through it. And it's just an incredible story of the human resilience. It's incredible. And so I've never seen, I've obviously learned about Helen Keller in school, and you hear about her all the time, because she's just an iconic person. But you actually see the story and you see the struggle, and these actors do a fantastic job. It's so beautiful, portraying Helen and Annie and Helen's family as well. So it's going to be a fantastic night. If you have children who are learning about Helen Keller, if you yourself want to learn more, so it's a great night in theater where you can be entertained, but you can also have like a history lesson at the same time.
Right.
It's one of those great times where where the performing arts has like a really applicable, role. So we're really excited to bring that to the high country.
Yeah. I remember in 5th grade we went to see a play with Helen Keller. I'm really telling my age. But anyways, I am a visual person, so when we learned about it in school, it didn't really click until I actually saw the performance.
Absolutely.
And
it's easier, and we're actually doing a school performance with our Applause series, which is our K through 12 performing arts series, where we take a lot of the things that we do at the performing arts series and then add some things in as well. But we bring those artists and we make we kind of tone it down a little bit so it can fit into a kind of a field trip schedule for the local community as well. And so we've got, I think we're packing the place out probably with close to 1,700 school children on that day on April 3rd for the Miracle Worker. So it's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's a great way to kind of apply that to our kids as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking this is a very difficult performance to act in, especially for the actors.
Yes.
How do you do that?
I can't imagine. If I knew, I probably would be doing it. I don't know. I have seen clips of their performance, and it's just, I'm sure a lot of it comes from study as well, and learning about, the biographies of Helen and Annie, and but then that's also a really hard thing because these actors are not deaf, they're not blind. She doesn't know what it's like, so it's kind of, I don't know how she could method act, if you will, for that, but it's going to be fantastic. I know I've seen clips. There it is on our website. We have a clip actually, kind of a trailer for the play. And it grips at your heartstrings for sure. It's really inspirational, and it's just wonderful. So we just encourage people to kind of check that out first and buy your tickets. They're really affordable. It's a great thing to bring your whole family to, or date night, whatever. Or come by yourself. It doesn't even matter, right?
All for you.
Yeah, just come for you. That's what the Performing Arts Series is here for, to kind of create these experiences, this live performance. It's one night only. It's going to be wonderful. So.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, how did you guys decide to include this in this year's lineup?
Well, we talk about every year we kind of look at what we've done in the years past, and we look at the things that we've heard from our community, the patrons that come to the Performing Arts Series throughout the year. No one is really shy at giving us ideas, and we love that. We love getting ideas. And so we take a lot from that as well. And so Montana Rep, a lot of it we always kind of pay attention to them because this is one of the nation's most premier touring theater companies. It's from Montana. You don't really think so much. You don't kind of put those two and two together, but it's a wonderful production. they do great work out there as well. They're with the university. They have professional actors. They also have students. I think there is a student in this production as well. And so we kind of look at their season and we say, oh, wow, the miracle worker. When we saw that come up, we said, this is perfect. You know, we're an academic institution, you know, so we always look for something that can be applied to our students' curriculum. And this is, you know, we don't normally have to really fight too hard to find how where it applies, you know, with our students. There's no stretching. It's obvious that this is a great place for this show to be, is on a college campus. So we're hoping a lot of students, a lot of faculty and staff as well come, as well as the whole community. It is a really great production. And like I said, it's April 3rd. It's a Thursday night, so at 8 p.m. It's kind of towards celebrate the end of the week. So, and you can find out more on pas.appstate.edu.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I love that it's educational, and it sounds like it's going to be a very entertaining performance.
Yes, very inspirational, very, you know, it's not going to be a light show by any means, you know. We just got finished with, our last show was Stomp, which is nothing but, you know, light and energy, and, you know, this is vastly different than that. And that's what I love so much about the series itself, is you can switch gears. You know, one day you're doing Stomp, the next day you're doing the Miracle Worker, which is this beautiful but very emotionally charged play. It's just so vastly different, and it's all on the Schaefer Center stage, you know. So they really transform this this venue to kind of fit all these different things. I think last night we had the Popular Programming Society brought Punch Brothers. So I mean, there's so many different things happening at the Schaefer Center, and it's always so different. And you know, when App Summer's coming up too, and that is going to have so many different performances as well. So it's a huge venue for this area, and being able to put so many different arts programming in there is just so much fun. It's like, yeah, we have a fun job.
I know, it sounds like it. And speaking of App Summer, talk with us just a little bit about this big summer concert that I'm so excited about.
Yes, I would be happy to. We announced just this week, well, a couple weeks ago, but then we just put them on sale. The Little Big Town, sorry, I'm thinking about last year.
Lots of great bands.
I have so many names swarming in my head. Little Big Town, which is a huge country band that we are so excited to bring. They have been successful for many, many years, and they kind of like have been consistent, but you know, kind of swooping under the radar. But just last year, they released their latest album, Tornado, and that had huge hits on it. The biggest one, Pontoon, that I'm sure everyone knows, is like the Southern anthem last year, the summer anthem last year. It was huge, and so they're going to be kind of lighting the stadium on fire on June 28th. We're really excited. So you can get your tickets now. Blue Ridge Electric is a great sponsor for us, and they offer a ticket discount. So if you have Blue Ridge Electric, you can get a great ticket discount, about $5 off on your ticket, on an already affordable ticket anyway. So yeah, it's great. So June 28th, that's the first thing and the only thing we have announced so far with the Summer Festival. I do have a few other names that I have to keep my lips closed just a little bit, but I promise I will be back to kind of let it all out as soon as we can figure out the final couple artists that we're waiting to kind of solidify. But it's our 30th anniversary, so
exciting.
It's such a great celebration of not just the festival and the fact that, you know, we've been here for 30 years, but if you think about this kind of festival, it's music, dance, theater, visual arts, and film. It's a month long, and it brings not just these huge artists like Grammy Award winners and Broadway artists and just these great well-known acts, but then also nurtures these upcoming artists as well, and kind of as a platform for them. And just the diversity of the festival. I mean, and you have it in Boone, North Carolina, which is a smaller area than you would normally see a festival of this size. So it truly is a rare commodity, and so we're just so proud of this festival. I'm so proud to be a part of it, and what it does for this area, and bringing the tourism industry to this area. It really helps it, and it's so much fun. So there's something for everybody. We have lots of family activities as well. The big concert is actually at the beginning of the year, June 28th. Normally we try to stick around the July area, so we kind of just went out of it a little bit this year. but it's going to be so much fun. And so we start with Little Big Town, and we'll go through the whole month of July. And we just hope people come. appsummer.org is where we'll be announcing more. You can also buy the tickets for Little Big Town there as well. So
June 20th will be here before we know it.
don't say that. I still have so much to do.
Approaching.
So I'm ready for some warmer weather.
That I'm not. I am not. I'm so excited for that. I'm not worried about that, but I just need maybe a little bit more time would be helpful. But we're excited, so it'll be great. And we're hoping a huge crowd will come out. We had the band Perry, like I messed up earlier and said. We had the band Perry last year, and that was a huge crowd for us, and it poured that whole week, and even that day it was raining so horribly. But then, the clouds parted, and the band played, and the second the band stopped, it started raining again.
Yeah,
and so
it was perfect.
It was perfect. It worked out great, and we had about 7,000 people in the stadium. We're hoping to even go even further with Little Big Town. It's such a fun venue to have such a big concert in.
Absolutely.
You're so used to seeing, the Mountaineers play there, and there's so much energy there. And there's so much energy in these concerts. It's just so different. It's just a great place. We have fireworks afterwards. It's a fantastic concert, so we're excited for it.
Well, you guys do such a good job. You bring such big name groups and people here, and again, the prices are so affordable. That's the best part.
We really try. We want to be accessible. We are. We realize that the artists that we're bringing are of higher caliber, especially recently. Not necessarily in talent, and because a lot of the lower, not as well-known artists are fantastic, and they don't get as much hype. But we want to make sure that the arts are accessible in our community. We realize that you can't. A lot of people can't afford to see something for $120, which is what most of these artists cost per ticket. You go to Charlotte, and you would see last year we brought Idina Menzel, a huge Broadway name. A lot of people know her now from Frozen, but before they knew her from Glee, before they knew her from Wicked, before Rent, she's huge. But normally, our ticket, I think, was $50, and normally they're up to close to $200 to see her. So we really try to make sure that it can fit anybody. It's accessible for everybody, and so we offer a lot of ticket discounts, and we try our hardest to bring the best quality arts performance. So you can not only bring yourself, but and something that you really love, but you'll take a chance on something that maybe you haven't heard of, and become a fan of something else.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, remind us one more time, the Miracle Worker.
Yeah, the Miracle Worker. It's Montana Repertory Theater's Miracle Worker is on April 3rd. It's 2 weeks from today, Thursday, April 3rd at 8 p.m. at the Schaefer Center, and you can find out more at pas.appstate.edu.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Megan.
Thank you. I love being here.
Well, we love having you on the show, and we will look forward to talking with Megan again soon. And we'll see you right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.